How's it going, IWC, YWC, Liberal Hill, Impact Wrestling, Under Pressure, a free purview. And the overall judgment of this one was, in my opinion, fairly average. Better than the last previous weeks, but as far as a pay-per-view, free purview goes, this one, pretty average, pretty good. Nothing really you can. There are always things you can critique, but this was. Let's just get into the show. Let's just get into the matches. Um, it starts off with them addressing a serious issue, and I'm not just talking about it because the storyline is a serious issue. People are getting attacked in the back, and instead of just like, oh, somebody got attacked, or not my word, or whatever, it's not really serious. Don't take it serious. They show this teaming where Sanjay, he's in a nice suit, and he's like, look, we're taking care of this. We got extra precaution, all this right there. Something that would really happen in real life. Hey, somebody's getting attacked backstage. We don't know who they are. Let's beef up security. What a novel idea. Not like, hey, that guy, he's laid out in a dumpster. Oh, Michael. Hey, what planet are you on? Petey Williams, he comes to Sanjay's defense after the locker room was like, you had guys in the corporate haven't been attacked. It's only us. And he's like, look, Sanjay, he's a stand-up guy. I believe him. Then you get into the first match. They have a recap of all the other matches that are happening on the show. First, we have Eli Drake versus Scott Steiner. That's weird to even say or even think about. I knew that tag team really wasn't going to last long. It was just something to give us a moment. It was something to give us a moment. And this match between the two, it was a match. It wasn't. It was just mediocre. You think you have Scott Steiner in there and Eli Drake, and this match would at least be more entertaining. It was just a wrestling match, and Drake ends up winning with a steel chair off Scott Steiner's head. Okay, so Eli Drake moving on. Scott Steiner, I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe TNA Hall of Fame. Why the fuck not? I mean, he's already got the internet momentum with the Scott Steiner match. Might as well put him in Hall of Fame. You know you want to. You know you want to put him in Hall of Fame. Then next you have Tessa Blanchard, who has the best theme music for women in wrestling right now. Let me think about that. Yeah. Don't at me. That's the best wrestling music for a female right now in wrestling. Versus Madison Rayne, and this match, I'm just saying the ending. Madison Rayne won this match, which surprised the hell out of me because I'm thinking Tessa Blanchard, she's new to the company. Madison Rayne, she's not over the hill because she still wrestles really good matches. If you watch Ring of Honor, Women of Honor, she does pretty good work still. But the typical thing would be, Tessa Blanchard, she's new. You're gonna have her win. No, Madison Rayne. They actually told a story of Madison Rayne being a cagey veteran. So Tessa, she's dominating most of this match. She's hitting these big power moves and everything like that. And she hits this particular one where she has Madison Rayne leg draped, like sort of like the Shattered Dreams. Yeah, like the Shattered Dreams. She hits I want to say, reverse rock bottom. That's what it was. Is that a flatliner? Whatever. Let's just say flatliner. She hits that. And Madison kicks out, and Tessa, she goes to the referee like, I'm going to fuck you up. I think she said that. I think she said, I'm going to fuck you up to the referee. Gives Madison time to recover. She goes for that hammerlock DDT, which the way she does it's a journey. Like, she twists the arm, spins her around, ducks her head. It's a lot. It's a lot of moving pieces in that. So while all that's happening, Madison Rain just slips out the back, gets a nice deep schoolgirl, and you're like, whoa. That was unexpected. Good match though, pretty good match. And moving on past that. Oh, yes, you have the clubhouse with LA. Um, Eddie Kingston as King, as the new Conan role of LAX. It's I can't even really judge it right now, because right now he's in the Conan role doing the same thing that Conan would do, and the guys are doing the same thing. You know, he brings in some girls and he says, "Look, I got 2 more girls. We got to get really revenge on Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, the cult of Lee." And you know, the guys are cutting good promos, all 3 of them, but it's still too early to judge. I mean, is he going to overshadow them too? Or are they going to blend seamlessly into, you know, a pretty good fashion? Only time will tell. And then you have, match of the fucking night. Match of the night. Desmond Xavier versus Brian Cage. And no, this wasn't like a swash match where he's small, he gets being like 3 minutes. No. This was actually a back and forth match, and it didn't make Brian Cage look fucking stupid. Where like, oh, he takes a punch, he's like down. No, there were actually really good wrestling in here. Brian Cage does end up winning with the drill claw, but there was some like Desmond Xavier. He's that dude. He had some amazing stuff in here, and he actually made it believable. Be fucking believable that he could actually beat Brian Cage, and you know that's a detriment to TNA also. Although Brian Cage is built as a monster, he hasn't been built like, oh, one punch man and he's beating everybody in like 20 seconds. No, he's actually has competition, and he's what's the word? He's rising to the occasion and beating that competition, making him look even stronger. And there was a point in the match. And Don Callis, I love you. No homo. But Don Callis, he said this in the match. Desmond Xavier, he got Brian Cage down, and he went for that beautiful, what do you call it? Spinal tap. He hit the spinal tap, and Brian Cage, he rolled over and like he took the brunt of the impact on his shoulder, like his arm and all that huge arm, instead of taking it like on the chest and the head where you know it's supposed to hit. And Callis was like, okay, he took it on the arm. That's why he kicked out. So it saves the move of Desmond Xavier, making it look like, hey, if he would have hit that full flesh, he could have beat Brian Cage. And Brian Cage hit the drill claw after I think Xavier went for some kind of move, but yeah, just a really great match. Enjoyed the hell out of this shit. And there's another thing here. Like, Brian Cage, after the match, he picks up Xavier, and he's like, I respect the hell out of you, gave him a handshake. And it draws, I hate to do it. I know people hating the IWC. Oh, you're comparing it. Look, it happened last week. You had the same kind of match. You had Braun versus Finn Balor. Now you got the same kind of dynamic with Xavier and Braun and Cage. And this is the difference. I know this might not be the popular opinion. It works better in this match because you actually fucking believe that Desmond Xavier could be. Because Desmond Xavier, he hit wrestling moves. He hit like, this wasn't bad, but it actually looked believable that this guy could beat Brian Cage. Whereas Finn Balor beating Braun Strowman with his moveset looks fucking ridiculous. Like, I like Finn Balor to a certain extent. I can't lie to you on that one. But his moveset is kicks And it's not like he has a Daniel Bryan like huge fucking quad and everything like that. He's small. He's ripped as shit. But come on, man. Nobody should believe that Braun Strowman could lose to Finn Balor with like just looking at that shit. And his moveset is all kicks and punches. Maybe he might throw like a reverse DDT ever so. But point being, it worked better. That dynamic worked better here in this match. If you don't watch anything on this show, watch this match. Cage versus Bryan is Desmond Xavier. And with Austin Aries cut a promo, he's talking about how he's still the man, even though he doesn't have the world title. The Grand Championship is the most important title because he makes it important, and says that after tonight, he knows Pentagon has zero fear, but he has zero title. He said a lot more other stuff, but I'm trying to paraphrase, trying to get out of here. You know, Austin Aries, he's a really great promo cutter anyway. Then you have the Knockouts title match and a casket match. I don't think, like I said, I don't think on a main screen level they've ever done a female casket match. I may be mistaken. If I'm not, let me know. I said main screen. Su Yung ends up winning this match. Like I said, this was pretty good. Yes, Su Yung hitting the mandible claw on Alley, or should I say Rose Alley, Demon Bunny. And here's another thing. I like this dynamic of Alley becoming Rosemary, because if you get the whole character of Rosemary is a possession of the person we see as Rosemary is we are Rosemary, the Hive. So it makes sense that, hey, her physical body has gone, so her spirit has gotten into Alley. So eventually, when she comes back, she have a new look and all that right there to take on Su Yung for the Titan Slammiversary. It hasn't been set up yet, but we all know that's happening. Alley working as Rosemary, it worked, but still, just like I Am the Zane said, Alley, she hasn't shown that aggression yet, and I think the problem is the aggression she shows and as Cherry Bomb is not the aggression that Rosemary showed. Cherry Bomb is quite honestly just a bitch. Like, it's not aggression. It's just it's hard to explain. Like, it's malicious. It's not caring for others. Whereas Rosemary is aggression, hardcore matches, and all that right there. It's two different dynamics. And until I guess you see Alley turn heel as the Cherry Bomb in a Cherry Bomb way. I'm trying to phrase that correctly. If you ever seen Allie's indie work and how she was as a heel, I'm trying to say when she brings that to an Allie character, that's when you might see a different side to Allie. And Su Yung winning with the mandible claw. I do love a good mandible claw, if I do say so myself. So Allie, she's put Su Yung into the coffin, tries to slam it, and Su Yung just reaches out and hits her with the mandible claw, chokes her out, puts the lid on, and then the undead brides come out, and she starts like celebrating on top of the casket. Cool and creepy. I enjoy that very much. Then moving on past that. Oh, low point of the show. Like, Sting versus Abyss in this throwback match. Look, it was a good match. Great match back in the day. But on a free per-view, I don't need to see a throwback type of thing. So, main event time. Pentagon Jr. versus Austin Aries. And before I talk about that real quick, Eddie Edwards versus Sami Callihan continues. Next week is going to be Sami Callihan, Eddie Edwards, unsanctioned woodland fight. No, I didn't make that up. A unsanctioned street fight, but it's gonna be in the woods. Woodland fight. It's in the woods. Uh, Eddie Edwards, he's like, I'm gonna go kill Sami Callihan in the woods, and his wife's like, no, what? Come on, man. I'm still interested. Where are they going with it? I mean, obviously it's not going toward the world title. Where are they going with Sami and Eddie? I mean, at a certain point in time, it gets old because what's the payoff here? So there has to be a payoff. Still intrigued. Maybe because that's how good of a heel Sami Callihan is. Yeah, anyway, Aries versus Pentagon Jr. for the world title. Austin Aries, because a 3-time world champion in the most Austin Aries type of way. So the first match, there were 3 matches here. The first match ends in a count out. Austin Aries hit like a sunset powerbomb on the outside to Pentagon, and he puts him in the last chancery. Referee counts both of them out, and then Pentagon, he hits the package power driver on Aries. Another count out, and Pentagon, he gets on the mic and says, look, we got to have a decisive winner. I think he said it was in Mexican. I don't speak Mexican. Probably should though, or Spanish. It's Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. And he gets in Aries' face. He's like, zero, mero. He like shoves that shit in Aries' face, and Aries like, ring the damn bell to the ref. Referee turns his head for like a split second, and Aries just gives Pentagon a like Mios punt kick to the lower groin region and hits him with the brain buster, slides out, and then just holds up both titles like, I'm back, bitches. I got all the power now. By the way, that was in the promo too. He was like, I've been winning belts and connecting people, making people play together, building relationships, building bridges. By the way, next week I gotta watch Ring of Honor. I've been watching Ring of Honor also, but I haven't been putting up videos. I gotta do that Ring of Honor review. It's going to be Austin Aries versus Silas Young for the television title. That's must-see TV. I want to see if they'll put the title of Austin Aries on television, or will they wait till the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view? Interesting question. I'll find it out this week, next week, sometime. Anyway, like I said, pretty decent pay-per-view, free per-view. And Aries is just, that's why I like Austin Aries, man. He's a heel, but he can be a face, and he does what it takes to win. You can't be mad at the guy. I know a lot of people say, oh, he's like CM Punk. No. Anybody who says Austin Aries is a CM Punk recall, fuck you. This man, he does he has a lot more personality than CM Punk, and this isn't CM Punk, but maybe I said it wrong. It's 2 different styles of personality. CM Punk is more cool, late, but because Aries is cool, man. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. But just by watching Aries, you can tell Aries, he's his own man. He's not no character dick riding. It's all him. But tell me what you thought. You watched it. Let me know who you thought was your favorite match. How you thought about the show. You didn't watch it. I recommend you at least watch the Brian Cage versus Judgment Day match. That was really damn good. And maybe the world title match. The world title match, it told a great story with Austin Aries basically a desperate Austin Aries doing anything he could to win. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.